Mayuko.
Hello.
As usual, you're the first.
Yeah,
That's good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Did you have a class before this?
No, I had a class from 5 p.m. to
Oh, okay. 6:30
no. 3 p.m.
till 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you booked a test?
No, maybe.
Not yet? Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking when should I take a test?
Mhm. I would suggest that you, because your reading is good, I would suggest that you buy my book online, practice it. I'm preparing the audio. It helps your repeat sentence and your reading. It would very much help you, okay?
Yeah, but
Mm.
sometimes I can't understand anything from when I doing the reading because of I couldn't understand the vocabulary. So
Yeah,
I think
because
I need to
yeah.
improve more, and I don't have any confidence.
The repeat sentence, okay, the repeat sentence are very important, all right? So there are 2,500 repeat sentences there, all right? It will help you get your, repeat sentence number 1 and write from dictation number 2 and reading and writing fill in the blanks. So I would suggest, and of course to Yagita as well. Yagita, have you got my book? No. Don't tell me no. I hear you, you're chewing gum.
I thought you are giving this a complimentary book to us.
It's on Amazon. It is on Amazon. So
yeah, but it's yours.
no. Even I have to buy it. I bought 2 for myself.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, then
They give you for the authors. They give you the price of printing only, and there are only 5 copies. So that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with. Today's Thursday. That is why. Okay, on Thursday, most of the students don't know that we have an extra session on Thursday.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I asked Miss.
No, because on the wall it's written the time is 5 to 7.
Yeah, that's correct.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
We used to have a class from 5 to 7, but I asked Misty. She said I don't need to join. I can follow you. So I just joined this class, and then I didn't join the class previous one.
Let me check. Where is it? Where do I check? Okay.
On the back.
I have it on my. Oh my goodness! You're right. I don't know because I thought.
Yeah, I can share my screen maybe.
Did you have it?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
This one. Join the class here Thursday 5 to 7. This one's the previous one.
Wow.
But I understand I can join the class from the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday one. So I just joined.
but on Zen Shift, let me check my Zen Shift.
Yeah.
On my Zen Shift, it says 7. Look, I'll show it to you. I'm not. Oh yeah. Okay. So.
I can't see.
No, it doesn't. So on my Zen Shift, it says I follow my Zen Shift. It says 7 to 8:30. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, 7 to 8:30 is a good time.
All right. So
yeah, I can follow you. So I will join this class, and I don't need to join the previous one.
Good. Okay, good. So let's get started. Now, I need to start sharing. All right. Now, today we'll start with whatever you think we should start with. So I'll start with Yagita. What do you think you should start with? Yes.
I have a question first. Today I did the repeat sentence. I have like on your website. It's if I am 100% correct, then it says yes, 1 out of 1 mark. If it's like 88.89, 0 is to 0. Like so in exam to get a mark, how correct should we look?
Okay. Now, in the exam, you will get first of all, you're not supposed to get 100%. Okay, you're not supposed to get 100%. In the exam, you will get the points like this. So it's a computerized test, so calculations are very easy for it. So the test makers, they say, if you get everything right from a repeat sentence, you will get 10 points. Okay, you get 10 points. Now, if you get 80%, then of course you will get 8 points. So this is how it works. So if you get 10%, only 1 point. So it doesn't matter, even if you say one word and that one word is there, you will get the point for that. But to get a good score, you need to get at least above 60 or 70% of them correct. Once you get 70% correct and your oral fluency is above 70, you're going to get 70 above, or 79, I should say. All right. So that's how the marking system works.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
because most of the time I get 70 above, like 85 to 100. But on 2 points, on 2 questions, I got 65 and 58.
That's all right. No, that's all right.
Yeah.
But practice makes perfect. You know, you just all right.
Yeah, because
Good.
I don't know.
So, what should we start with?
I think we can do something from listening and the last one, reading.
Yeah. Okay. So we start with right from dictation. Last time, did we do summarized spoken text with you, Yagita? Summarized spoken text is the first part. This one. This one. No,
I don't think so.
Done this week.
Mayuka, what? Sorry, what?
Maybe we haven't done this week.
Yeah, we haven't done.
Okay, so we start with summarized spoken text first, and then right from dictation. Very important parts of, but right from dictation, of course, is more important. But we'll start with summarized spoken text. Okay.
Also, I wanted to reorder paragraphs.
Reorder paragraph. Okay, we'll do. Yeah.
Okay.
Where is listening? Okay. Summarize the spoken text. Okay.
Things you need to know before your listening section starts. Some PTE test centers offer candidates noise cancellers headsets or earmuffs to be used during the writing and reading modules. These headsets are great for improving candidates' concentration by blocking the surrounding noise. If you choose to use them, which we certainly suggest, remember to take them off when the listening module starts. Some candidates have missed a part of their summarized spoken text audio because the earmuffs made them think they had already had the headphones on. So don't forget to take them off and wear the wired listening headphones. Which listening test items are worth the most? In the listening section, every test item has 1 or 2 questions, except fill in the blanks and highlight incorrect words, which have 2 to 3 questions, and write from dictation, which has 3 or 4 questions. So the listening section starts with summarized spoken text. After that, you will have multiple choice, choose multiple answer questions, followed by fill in the blanks, listening test items. And next, you will have highlight correct summary, followed by multiple choice, choose single answer. And then the next item is select missing words. After that, it is highlight incorrect word. And finally, you will have 3 or 4 write from dictation questions. This order is fixed for the listening module, so try to remember it. Now the weights show you which test items are more important than others. The bigger the weight, the more points you will get from that test item. So let's get started with the first section of the listening module, Summarize Spoken Text. You get 1 or 2 summarize the spoken text in the beginning of your listening section. You don't have to worry about your time because you are given 10 minutes for each summarize the spoken text. In the summarize the spoken text, you will listen to an audio or watch a video on a particular topic.
Pavlov, a noted Russian scientist, won the Nobel Prize. Has taken place.
Once the audio or the video is finished, you will have around 8 minutes to summarize what you have heard or watched into 50 to 70 words. Remember, some students confuse this section with that of the summarized written text in the writing module, and they try to summarize it into one sentence. Do not make this mistake. In summarized spoken text, you can write as many sentences as long as it is not less than 50 and more than 70 words. Your time will be 10 minutes from the start of the audio track. Usually an audio or video track will be around 2 minutes long. So you would have around 8 minutes left to type your summary, which is between 50 to 70 words in the space provided. If you finish before your 10 minutes is up, the remaining time will not roll over to the next section or will not be added to the rest of your listening section. Once all the summarized spoken texts are done, your listening time starts to count down. This means you need to manage your time to leave enough time for your write from dictation, which is at the end of your listening section. By the way, in summarized spoken text and in essay writing and summarized written text, once you have less than 5 minutes, your time turns red, as you can see here. Summarize the spoken text strategies. Memorize the summarize the spoken text template by typing it. You can download the template from the download section. Number 2. While you are listening to the track, note down as many words, numbers, names, and phrases as you can. Basically, write down anything you hear and write it in a way so that you would be able to read it later. Practice makes perfect, as the saying goes for this section. Number 3. If you do not know how to spell a particular word, write it in your mother tongue. The point of noting down is to keep a record of what has been said. You will have some time to think about the spellings later when you are about to type your summary. Number 4. Do not type complex sentences. Try to write short, simple sentences that you are 100% sure of its grammar.
Pavlov, a noted Russian scientist, won the Nobel Prize for Physiology and Medicine in 1904. As this original footage shows, Pavlov was initially interested in digestion and the action of the salivary glands. By diverting the saliva of dogs into test tubes, he could precisely measure if and how much they salivated during digestion. Even the nutrients.
We often see humans in animals.
Okay, those were the samples. So now I'll play the video that is supposed to, okay, first, okay, this one. Sorry.
Now, for summarize the spoken text, write as many words and expressions as you can. The more you write, the more points you will get for your content. Remember, you need to write sentences with simple grammar. Do not write complex sentences and do not try to make sense in your sentences. Now, watch how I note down any pieces of information that I can pick up from the following lecture.
Why is Australian housing so expensive?
Australian houses cost about 3 times income, whereas now they've shot up, as you see in this chart, and they currently cost around 8 times income. One of the other big drivers, particularly over the past sort of five or 6 years in Sydney and Melbourne, has been the federal government's massive increase in immigration, and this occurred from the early 2000s. And just to put this into perspective, Australia's net overseas migration averaged 70,000 people. Has averaged 70,000 people over the past 116 years since Federation. However, in the past 12 years, immigration's roughly tripled to about 210,000 people per year. So, yeah, look, more people obviously also means more debt. It means more demand for housing, and it leads to higher house prices. And unfortunately, Australia has some of the least secure rental arrangements in the developed world, along with the UK, which also has a massive housing problem. And the problem with that is it makes households strive for home ownership because there are no long-term rentals available in Australia, or very few. And it means that if you're raising a family, renting is not a very viable option because you have to move. You potentially have to move every year, which obviously costs you a lot of money in removalist costs and redirecting your mail and that kind of thing. Basically, if you want to make housing more affordable, you've got to bring in policies that either reduce demand or boost supply.
All right, so I put my notes in front of me and I'll start typing, and I followed the template. So the topic of the lecture was, why is Australian housing so expensive? You can just write it between two inverted commas, or just write the topic of the lecture was Australian housing. It really doesn't matter, but the more content words, the better. And the next one, the speaker said, or the speaker talked about, the speaker said that housing was 3 times of income. So I'm just following my notes, reading my notes, but currently it is 8 times of income. He said 5 or 6 years ago in cities of Melbourne and Sydney, the federal government increased immigration from average 70,000 people to 116,000 people. And finally, here is where you don't have to make, throughout this, you don't have to make sense, but here especially, if there are some words you have written down and you didn't type it anywhere, just put a comma at the end and write all of them one after another, and you don't have to make sense. And this section, this last part, actually helps your content. So remember, grammar is very important here, and the content, that's it. The two things. You don't have to make sense in any ways. So finally, the solution is either to reduce the price or to boost supply. Viable options and raising family. These are the two words. I didn't have a chance, and also I was running out of word limit, so I just pop them at the end with a comma, and that's it. All right, so as you can see, I've got almost around 4 minutes. If I go next, this time wouldn't be saved or roll over to the next section. This time is just gone. So use this time to proofread what you have already written, because we all make mistakes. So I'm going to read it again and find little mistakes here and there. So, topic on nature, straight. So expensive this week, as said. The housing was so you see 3 times income and 3 times of income, or 3 times income, but I heard the man said 3 times income. You can't say 3 times of income, but that's fine. But currently it is 8 times. So you see again, 8 times, not 8 times of income. He said 5 or 6 years ago in cities of Melbourne and Sydney. So the cities of Melbourne and Sydney, because they are proper nouns, you need to have them in capital letters. The federal government increased immigration from average 70,000 people to, finally, the solution is either to reduce the price or boost supply. So my advice is that read it again, and if there's 1 minute, that's fine, you can go next. And if you have read it 2-3 times and there are no mistakes, no commas, check the commas, full stop, and everything that is in place.
Okay, now I'm going to play one summarized spoken text for you, and you're going to write down and type it for me and send it over to the chat box. Okay, are you ready? Yes? All right. Do you have pens and stuff close by? Huh? Good. Gita? Ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's go.
Now, let's look at figures. A report by the New York Civil Liberties Union entitled Who's Watching claims that there were a total of 2,397 surveillance cameras in all of Manhattan 10 years ago, and that now there are that many cameras in just one area, Greenwich Village and Soho. Apparently, the cameras have been a highly effective crime-fighting tool, reducing crime in the area by more than a third. The Metropolitan Transportation Authority now plans to spend up to $250 million on cameras for the city's subway system. And the New York City Police Department has requested funding for about 400 digital video cameras to help combat robberies and burglaries. Additionally, it has received $9.8 million from the Federal Department of Homeland Security to help create a linked system of cameras that can be operated from a control center. Surveillance Camera Players, a New York City-based anti-camera group, is concerned by these developments. They've quoted camera growth rates of 300, 500, and even 1,400%, depending on the neighborhood. Those are really substantial increases.
So just send it to the chat box when you're ready.
I send it.
Very good.
It's the 54 word.
Excellent. 54 words. I hope I can copy it, which I can't.
Yeah, I don't know why it's already we can copy
Yes.
from the comment.
But you see, in my one-on-one classes, I can. If it is one-on-one, it always does that. And I don't know. Maybe how about this? No, it doesn't. Anyway, I read it from here. Very good. Very good. But Mayuko, who's watching is a question form, okay? So have a question mark at the end here instead of the full.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. The speaker talked about security cameras. Very good. The speaker also went on and talked about transportation in a village. Finally, the speaker highlighted the following points. Police officer, highly effective. Okay, highly effective or highly affected. So highly effective. Depends on neighborhood, $25 million. Very good for digital video cameras. Current development, homeless, security. Excellent. Very good. A lot of points here for your content. So there was no grammatical mistake, and that is very good. All right.
Thank you.
Yogita, are you done? Send it over whenever you're done. So once you do this, Mayuko,
Yeah.
I know that once you write stuff like this for me and I see it, I know that what score you're gonna get, or at least I know which test items you're good at, and which test items you might be a little bit, so this one, summarize spoken text, you are very good. So you are good. You can get this your score here, the full score, your full score here. Okay, and here comes Yogita. So Yogita, what's the first mistake here? Can you see?
Yeah, I can see because typing is not properly
Okay.
Yeah,
Very good.
because
So capital
sorry.
T.
Yeah,
Okay.
capital T and all those things, because my son is sitting with me and he's pressing the buttons.
So he's doing it for you. All right, that's cheating.
I know,
That
he's
is
just because I have to go back again. And
I know. So the topic of the lecture was surveillance camera. Very good. So it was surveillance camera, but since Mayuko didn't want to spell it, probably she didn't know how to spell it. So yeah, surveillance doesn't have to be capital. Okay, surveillance camera operated in New York City. Very good. The speaker said the total number, the total number or numbers of cameras 10 years ago. Okay. Now, well, I just noticed that I cannot copy again. Okay. Even if I do this, see.
I think the words are also less. Yeah, because
so, okay. Now, there's a grammatical mistake here. Okay. So grammar is very important. Here. So what is your grammatical mistake here? Can you distinguish?
Years ago are now in.
Very good. So you see, the speaker said, first of all, you started with said, so the sentence in the past. So right, the speaker said the total number of or total numbers of cameras 10 years ago were
now in.
Were 10 million. Okay, so this is how you finish. We're 10 million, full stop. And then you start another sentence. Finally, the speaker highlighted 9 point space million. Okay.
$8 million. I was like, mistakes are there. Yeah.
That's all right. So here you need a comma again after the
land
space.
security.
After the comma, you need a space. Land security. again a space. So you see, these are mistakes because the computer thinks it's part of the word, so cannot understand that word. And the full stop at the end. Very good. Okay, but you need to work on punctuation and full stop capital. Practice makes better. We are here to learn.
I will practice on typing. Yeah.
Very good. Okay. You want one more?
Yeah.
Aiko? Okay, one more.
So, all of the sugar molecules in the world. So, the important thing about plants is that they consume carbon dioxide and they make sugars, which we use for energy generation, and they make oxygen as a side product of that reaction. Okay? The enzyme that does this chemistry, that allows you to take carbon dioxide molecules, which are very unreactive, they don't really do chemistry, and connect them together, was invented once in bacteria hundreds of millions of years ago, and then was given to other organisms like plants, where it became kind of optimized for use. Fantastic. Ammonia, fertilizer, that enzyme which takes nitrogen in the air, which is completely unreactive, and makes ammonia, NH3, which is one of the most important chemicals in our society, was invented once because the chemistry is so difficult. Again, cyanobacteria, then into plants, so that plants basically can provide the raw materials for all of animals.
All right. Sorry, Mayuko. Probably you said yes. That
Yeah.
was okay. Thank you. The topic of the lecture. Oh, sugar. By the way, if the question is, if the topic is in that form, you can do it. Otherwise, just write the topic of the lecture was sugar. Easy. You don't have to write it. So you don't have to write it in inverted commas.
Because I don't know how to spell the another word.
No, just sugar. So the topic of the lecture was sugar. Don't write inverted commas, okay? Unless the person says, why is Australian housing so expensive? As we say, the topic of the lecture was why is this, okay? The speaker talked about important points about sugar. The speaker also went on and talked about making oxygen. Very good. Finally, the speaker highlighted the following points. Important bacteria, important chemical, doing chemistry for years. Very good. Plants, material, animals, sugar, invention of chemical, ammonia. Very good. Yeah, you don't have to make sense. Just that billion years, I had billion years ago. I also had billion or million years ago. So just write million years ago, fine. Okay, whatever you had, and you couldn't make a sentence about. That's good, very good. So try to write as many words, even if it's. I mean, I don't know. I forgot the words because I went outside. I forgot. But let's see. But that was good, very good. So now I'm confident that you're doing fine here. Yagita, are you done?
I will send you on your WhatsApp or email.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Did you send it? No, not yet. All right. Okay. The other important part of the test is write from dictation. Okay. Now, for write from dictation, what is your strategy, Mayuko? What is your strategy for write from dictation?
Write the.
Very good. Initials and then
Yeah.
write forward. So I'm going to play it again. I'm going to play it again because I'm sure she doesn't know, or she wasn't here when we played this one. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything
I'm going to
about
play
this.
it. Yeah. Okay. Write from dictation. Okay.
Write from dictation. Write from dictation is the most important test item in the listening module and the second most important test item throughout the PTE test, after repeat sentence test item of the speaking module. Candidates will get 3 to 4 write from dictation questions in their test. Each write from dictation question will give you 15 points. So overall, around 45 points for your write from dictation questions. Because write from dictation test items are strategically put at the end of the listening section with a countdown timer, it is up to the PTE candidates to manage their time so that they will have enough time for this section. Because if you don't pay attention to your time may run out even before you come to write from dictation. That is why I divided the 4 insignificant test items into squares and circles. And you are not supposed to spend more than 45 seconds on circle questions. This way, you're making sure that you're going to leave at least 5 minutes of your time for your write from dictation. Write from dictation strategies. Number 1. Write down the initials of each word of a write from dictation question. Before you start typing, make sure you write the full words in front of each initial before you forget. Mutually exclusive events can be described as neither complementary nor opposing. Number 2. Make sure you start your sentence with a capital letter. If you don't, you will lose a lot of points. Number 3. Make sure you end your sentence with a full stop or appropriate punctuation. Even if you get 5 words out of 10, you need to start your sentence with a capital letter and end it with a full stop or appropriate punctuation.
The participation rate on studying language learning exceeded expectations.
So as you noticed here, I missed the participation rate of, there was probably I missed 2 words. So I just write it, yes, I just wrote as if nothing is missing. So the participation rate exceeded expectations. So those missing, I mean, don't put space, don't put 2 spaces, nothing, just as if, and it starts with a capital letter and finishes with a full stop. There you go. All right. So if you missed words, that's fine. Just treat it as if it's a complete sentence. All right.
Number 4. There's no negative marking here, so if you missed some words, try guessing them. Number 5. While you're doing this section, pay attention to your time and how many right from dictation still left. Always consider you are going to get the maximum number of right from dictation, which is 4. Number 6. If you're not sure of the spelling of a word, write both versions next to each other, as you can see here.
We study science and appreciate the world around us.
Do this only for one word in each right from dictation question. Number 7. American spellings are easier, so I would suggest that you use them instead of the British one. However, the British spellings are fine with the software as well.
Okay, so I'm going to play you some right from dictation. I want you to write down like you just learned and text it to me, okay, in the chat box. Are you ready? All right, let's go to...
Climate change is becoming an acceptable phenomenon amongst a group of reputable scientists. Yes, Mayuka. Oh, you sent it. Good.
Yeah.
I cannot copy it. I just remembered. Okay, if you send it to my WhatsApp, is WhatsApp on your laptop as well?
Yes.
If it is, that's very good. You can just copy it and send it to my WhatsApp. If it is not, forget about it. I'll just take it here. Okay, no, I'll just take it here. Okay, so yeah, it also sent it. So climate change is becoming a phenomenon and for scientists. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So
It's becoming
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, you get 70 out of 100. Okay, climate change become acceptable phenomenon among a group of reputable scientists. It should be plural, scientists. Good. Okay, yours is the same, 80, 75, 80. Okay, so capital, you start with the capital, finish with a full stop. Okay, next one. Very good.
The city's founder created a set of rules that became laws.
I tried to send you WhatsApp.
Hmm.
I don't know. I can.
I got it now. Very good. Okay, I'll copy it and very good. And let you know what score you're going to get.
I missed so many words.
All right, no, that's fine. Let me, okay.
And it should be laws.
Okay, so let me get what you call it. Come on. Okay, that's my Uyghurs. So look, it's 52%. Okay.
Okay.
I would like you to get at least 60. Okay, between 60 and 70, but still. Okay, the city's founder created a set of rules that became laws.
Oh,
The city's founder creative to the, whose is that? Oh, that Yagita, is this the first one or second one?
Yes, the second one.
Ah, okay. Yes, that's climate change. You're right. Okay, so city's founder. So you are around 40, 50. Okay, so
Yeah,
again,
I need
practice
practice.
makes perfect. That's fine. That's fine. That's your first one, both of you.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
An aerial photograph was promptly registered for further evaluation.
I'm not sure.
Again, 53%. But that's good. Okay.
Could you repeat this?
Yes, of course. Okay, you're the same, 40, 50. Okay. Now, here it is.
An aerial photograph was promptly registered for further evaluation.
An aerial photograph was promptly registered for, these are exam questions. These are the questions the student got and they came to me and I have them here. So that's why I want you to memorize, not practice, memorize.
Yeah.
Number 1 to 100 to 200, I would say. Okay. for instance, and I ordered them in terms of how many times. The first one, a lot of people got the first one, okay? So that's why I even have it in as the first and also in one of the examples, all right? Mutually exclusive events, blah, blah, blah.
Mutually exclusive events can be described as neither complementary nor opposing.
All right, so this was many times repeated. Okay, next one.
Clinical placement in nursing prepares students for professional practice.
Mayuko, is this yours? Clinical placement? No.
Mine.
No.
Mine.
Okay. Oh, yes, because Mayuko sends to my, all right.
I haven't.
Clinical placement in nursing prepared for good. Mayuko, did you send it?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Mommy.
Yeah, I send it.
All right.
Clinical placement. Yeah.
Are you a nurse?
I'm a nurse.
So clinical placement happened to you. Did you go to which hospital did you go to for your placement?
I went to placement in Sydney.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's right up your street, okay? It's right up your street. So wow. This time it is 70%, okay? So for professional development, I think it was. Anyway, now back to clinical placement in nursing prepares students for professional practice. Very good. Yeah, you got 70, 80%. Gita, very good. So very important here. So up to now, you had your average, both of you, your average was around 50 to 60, okay? But I want this average to be around 80 or 90. You will get it easy. Next one.
The plight of wildlife has been ignored by developers.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed the word.
That's all right. 75% this time. The plight of wildlife.
What's
Okay.
the meaning for pride?
Plight.
Pride.
Plight means problem.
Oh.
A very severe problem. Okay. A complicated problem. Okay, they're in the same ballpark for Yagita. Okay, once more.
Animals raised in captivity behave differently from their wild counterparts.
All right, so that is Yagita's, right?
Yes.
And this is.
I really not sure.
So animals raised in captivity behave differently from their wild counterparts. Okay. So Yagita is better, 40 here, 40.
Yeah, I'm sorry because
No, that's all right. That's all
yeah.
right. That is fine. You're doing fine. And that young gentleman is doing fine too. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is that, like the reading section, Mayuko, that you're practicing hard. I want you to, so you see, you have to prioritize your time. All right. So based on that weight thingy that I showed you, which one has more weight, you need to divide your time based on that weight list. So you say, well, this number 1 is repeat sentence, number 2 is write from dictation, number 3 is reading and writing fill in the blanks. So you see, this is number 2, write from dictation is number 2. By now, I've got only 200, but I'm going to add more because I don't have time to 355 here. Okay, but I don't have time. Otherwise, I've got more than 1,000, maybe 1,500, 1,500 of them, and I don't have time to record. I don't have, a lot of things, but these are the basic ones. These are the things you need. If in the middle of the night I wake you up and I say, give me number 29, you should be able to do that. All right. You should have done all of these. So I want you to do, before the exam, I want you to do these. I had a student today. She came to me and she did the test, maybe the PTE test, maybe 5 times, 6 times. And she's in Tasmania. So she came to me and she only got 50-ish, All right, so she sat the test 2 days ago and she got 65 for 70 for speaking, 67 for reading, 69 for writing, and for listening, she got 57. Right? And she
What?
What?
Maybe his internet.
where is my problem? She's from Sri Lanka. Yeah. Sorry.
I
Yeah, very good. And she said, I got everything. Maybe I missed one word, she said. I said, it is impossible. Okay, come to my Zoom class at 2. She came to the class. Like you, I played 3 of these, okay? And all 3 out of 100%, she got 40. She got 45. And I said, that's your problem. You haven't practiced these before? She said, no, I haven't. So I told her, unless you finish all of these, I don't allow you to sit the test again because you're wasting your time and your money. All right? So sometimes I make my students to do all of them, but you are motivated. You don't need that. You should be motivated. This is the first time. I want you to sit the test the first time and get it. That's the end of the story. All right? And you will get it. And you will get it. Provided you practice at least these 200 before I add more questions. Okay? Before I add more, just memorize these. And Bob's your uncle. You will get an easy question or something fairly, because the spelling is important. If you don't get the spelling, you don't get the score for that word. Okay? Any questions? No questions. Okay, one more.
Radio is a popular form of entertainment throughout the world.
Mayuko is typing something for me. I can see the future. You know? She's typing again. Oh, okay. So
I think theater.
okay.
Theater was sorry. Radio.
60. Very good. Radio is a popular form of entertainment throughout the world.
Radio is a popular form of entertainment throughout the world.
Okay, and you get 60, 50, 60-ish. Okay, next one.
It says was or is. Sorry.
So radio is a form of is.
Radio is a popular form of entertainment throughout the world.
synopsis contains the most important information.
Okay, forget about it. I want to type, but it's so dark in here, I can't see anything. So I can only get, what happened to my, oh, jeez. Oh gosh. Now it's full. Oh, there we are. Whew. That's a full exit page. Okay. Your synopsis is misspelled. Mayuko. 61. Okay. So this is synopsis. Very good. Yours was synopsis contains the most important information. You got almost 90%. Very good. Very good. All right. We can do one more or maybe two more before we finish the class. Now that we've done it, let's finish it.
The university seeks funds for renovation of the theatre.
Okay. The university expands.
Sorry, it should be renovation.
No, that's fine. That's
Typing.
fine. Very good. No, that's all right. Very good. 100%. Renovations, it's not a big problem. Get the full
Right.
story here. Very good. Oh, I got a message. Who could this be? It's from the cat behind Mayuko. sent me a message. So, this time 80%. Okay, the university seeks fund. Okay, to seek fund means to look for money. Funds means money. So the university seeks funds for renovation of the theater. Very good. So yours was 100%. And the last one.
Our professor is hosting a business development conference.
You are getting hotter and hotter. Getting close to 100%. Very good. Our professor is hosting the business. Okay, our professor is hosting a business development conference. So yours is 100%. It doesn't matter. Our professor is hosting business development conference.
So if I wrote maybe it will be 100%.
No, the problem our professor is
hosting
booziness. No, yours should be 95. This is 100% basically because you just missed A here.
Yeah.
All right. So, and the same is here. Both of you are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say it's it would be 100%. Yes. The that's fine. Still gonna get same score. Okay. Now my bus is waiting for me outside the train station. I need to go. I just had the train. It's coming towards the station. I need to go home. You know, you don't have to have class every day. So I have to go and be early because tomorrow is, you know, Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday or Friday? Tomorrow is Friday. Oh my goodness.
Friday.
I thought yes, it was Saturday, and then therefore I need to go. I need to leave. All right. I'll see you next week. Do you have any questions before we leave?
No, we need to do some practice. Lots of practice.
I know. Yes, I know that your train or bus is waiting for you as well.
Yeah.
I'll see you next week. Have a good one. See ya.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.